This is a black pine that has been let go for about a year. What we want to do from time to time is to let things grow. You can see how vigorous this candle is and in relation to the other candle. We talk about the candles and how we gauge the energy or the strength of it. Here's another one that is very, very strong. And these are a little bit weaker, but quite hardy. The other test is by using your tender part of the skin and then see if it hurts. And this one hurts quite a bit, just like a needle. So this pine is in very good shape. So what do we do? First thing you do is to cut off all the vigorous growth. What do we do? We cut off all the vigorous growth. I could cut it off here, but I'm going to cut it off here because this is way out of the line where my branch should be. So I'm going to go follow it back down, and where there's a potential for new growth, I cut it off. And then same thing with this very vigorous one here. We could cut it off. So I could cut it here, but because I'll still have too much here, I'm going to cut it down at the base, like that. Right now, I'm just kind of cleaning up the dead things just so that I could see what I have to work with. Just a little maintenance before I get into the actual pruning part. So what I plan to do next is to cut back on the vigor of the secondary. See how this is very long? And then we can see a cluster of needles here. So if we cut here, they'll send out new candles and buds right here. So I'm going to cut it off here. So get rid of that vigorous one and save all the ones that are like this, smaller. This one was too strong. So what I'm going to go do next is to remove all that was similar to that and then save only these. Been cleaning up. This is where I am now. I think there's more parts cut off than left on the tree, but that's okay. We're now going to try to start finishing this thing, meaning we're going to shorten the needles as they come up anew. The next step is I'm going to cut off half to 2/3 of the existing green needles. So what I'm going to be doing is to cut these needles short. And do the whole tree that way. And this is not to create that shortened needle look, but to weaken the tree more and get sunlight so we could get smaller candles or buds closer to the tree. This is about what it should look like. I know those of you are looking at this and says, why is it so sloppy? Why doesn't he cut everything more precisely? Well, this is not the only tree I have. I have dozens in this state, and I have hundreds on the way, not counting the thousands of other bonsai. So once again, do as I say, don't do as I do. Those of you that have the patience and or lack of numbers you could prune these much more precise. I've seen some people where they got every one of the cuts so that they're absolutely perfect. And that's good. But for me, this is just about there. I could sit and, well, I could spend another couple hours perfecting this, but I need to get to the next project. A step into completing this project so that it will have natural occurring short needles. So once again, never show your trees with cut needles. This is only one of the steps into making a finished product. So this tree will probably take 2, 3, maybe even 5 years before it's ready for a show or final presentation.